Good evening to my all students, grade 7 English medium. So you are staying with our grade 7 English medium class. Today I'm going to start the lesson rectilinear plane figures, which is your 14th unit for that. And also I know there are new students here as well. So Buddha, by attending to today's session, you will be able to learn and understand about the lesson rectilinear plane figures today. And also you will be able to understand the procedure and the way that how I am doing my online class and what are the things, what are the features, what are the benefits that you can gain by attending to my classes as well. Okay, of the chat. So Buddha, this is the tutorial that is for the month of July. So Buddha, in briefly, in our classes, each and every month, we are sending the tudes and also before the term test papers to your home free of charge each and every month for the students who are coming to my classes. So Buddha, this is the tutorial that we are sending for the students for the month of July, who pay the class fee for the month of July. So this tude consists of, so you can see it's a big, very big tude, right? So it is consist of the unit number 16, 17, and 18, length, area, and circle, right? Okay. So Buddha, turn on the chat, put new to the chat if you are a new student. Put new to the chat if you are a new student, Buddha. Lakira? Okay. Pahan, there are so many new students here. Okay, Buddha. All right. Of the chat. So Buddha, by today's session, I hope your parents are also with you. So by today's session, you will be able to understand how this class is happening and what are the benefits that you can gain, that you can achieve by attending to my classes. And also, you will be able to understand the features and everything regarding our class. So from the today's session, I am going to start the lesson rectilinear plane figures, your unit number 14th, right? Right? This is the tude for the previous one, but that's okay. So from today's session, you must learn, you must focus yourself very much on this lesson, right? So you are at your home, you are in front of you, maybe in front of your mother's phone or a laptop. So you should have a good environment to learn, right? Make sure to have a good environment to learn, Puta. You have to sit on a chair with a table, right? So you should have your notebook with you, right? And you have to prepare your surrounding, your environment for the process, for the learning. That is very important. And I know your parents, they are also engaging with the class. I mean the new students. So new students and also their parents, they will be able to understand how the class is happening and what is the procedure and what are the things that you can achieve to your sons or your daughters from this class. Okay, Buddha? Write down the topic. Rectilinear plane figures. Write down the topic. Rectilinear plane figures. And also, my students, I must say you, there will be some extra classes on this month, right? Apart from the normal class timetable, there will be some extra classes for you at the middle of the month. Okay, write down the topic, rectilinear plane figures. Rectilinear plane figures. Okay. Before we move into the rectilinear plane figures, we must know the fundamentals regarding what do you mean by a plane figure Okay. What do you mean by a plane figure, Puta? Right. What do you mean by a plane? This board is a plane. Your book is a plane. Flat surface එකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ plane එකක් කියලා. හරි. We call a plane. Plane means a flat surface. උදළු තලය මේ අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන තලයක් කියලා. හරි plane එකක්. Flat surface. This board is a plane. Your exercise book is a plane. The figures that we draw in a plane, we call them as plane figures. So basically plane figures, basically there are two types, right? Plane figures, there are basically two types. So in this plane I can draw some figures like this. So in these plane figures, we can see that Puta, these plane figures are not bounded. They're bounded velane. If there is an ant outside, it can go inside of the figure. Such type of plane figures, we call them as open plane figures. Mathekam podak note karaganna padaga. Open plane figures. We call them as open plane figures. Okay. Right? This type of plane figures you can see, they are bounded. Such type of plane figures you can see, they all are bounded, Puta. If there is an ant outside, it can't go inside of the figure. That type of plane figures, we call them as closed plane figures. Closed plane figures. Right? In mathematics that we have to learn, Puta, we are talking only about closed plane figures, right? We are talking only the parameters like perimeter, area, right? Those parameters are only called for closed plane figures in mathematics. We don't talk any parameters regarding the open plane figures, right? Now you can understand what do you mean by a plane figure. Plane figure is a figure that we can draw in a plane. You know what do you mean by a plane? Plane is a flat surface, right? There are mainly two types of plane figures, open plane figures and closed plane figures. In mathematics, we usually talking only about closed plane figures, right? Puta, when we are drawing plane figures, we can use two types of line segments, curved line segments and straight line segments. Here you can see me all curved line segment. Here is straight line segment. Here curved line segments. Curved line segments. Here is straight line segment. Curved line segments. Right. So what do you mean by rectilinear plane figures? Rectilinear plane figures are the plane figures that are drawn by using only straight line segments. Then make a rectilinear plane figure. This plane figure is only consist of straight line segment, but it is an open plane figure. Then make a here it is a rectilinear plane figure. We have used only straight line segments. We have used only straight line segments to draw this figure. So it is a rectilinear plane figure, right? So Buddha, write down. Here write down. Write down. First take this note, then write down. Rectilinear plane figures. Rectilinear plane figures rectilinear plane figures are the plane figures which are drawn by using only straight line segments. Only straight line segments. By using only straight line segments. Right. Okay, you can understand. Puta. Again. So, what do you mean by polygons? Polygons කියන්නේ මොනවාද? What do you mean by polygons? පුතා, polygons are the rectilinear closed plane figures. Rectilinear closed plane figures. දැන් බලන්න මේ. By using only straight line segments, by using only two straight line segments, we can't draw a closed plane figure. At least we need three straight line segments to draw a closed plane figure by using straight line segments. Right? This is the first polygon, Buddha. Triangle. By using four straight line segments, I can draw a closed plane figure. Quadrilateral. By using five straight line segments, I can draw a closed plane figure. Pentagon. Then hexagon. Hexagon, octagon, septagon, octagon. Right. So here you have to understand the basic fundamentals. Plane figures means the figures that we can draw on a plane. There are mainly two types: open plane figures, closed plane figures. Open plane figures are the plane figures which are not bounded. Boundaries නැහැ. Boundary-ක් නැහැ හරියට. තාප්පයක් ගහලා නැහැ වටේට. Closed plane figures are the plane figures which are bounded. Right? So what do you mean by polygons? Right? These are polygons. Polygons means, Buddha, polygons means the closed plane figures which are drawn by using only straight line segments. In order to draw a closed plane figure by just using only straight line segments, at least we need three straight line segments. So the first polygon is triangle. Then by using four straight line segments, quadrilateral. Then by using five straight line segments, pentagon. Then pentagon, hexagon, septagon, octagon, nenagon, homeano. Decagon, homeano. Right. Okay. So these are the fundamentals. So rectilinear plane figures mean the plane figures that are drawn by using only straight line segments. Make a rectilinear plane figure එකක් තමයි. මේකත් rectilinear plane figure එකක් තමයි. But this is closed. This is open. We are not talking about the open plane. This is open, this is closed. We are not talking about the open plane figures. Turn on the chat. Can you understand basically the basics, the fundamentals? Okay. Write down the topic, right? Rectilinear plane figures. Yes. Okay, put noted to the chat if you have already noted this down. Put noted to the chat if you have. Put noted to the chat. Okay, of the chat. Right. Write down the subtopic. Write down the subtopic, polygons. Write down the subtopic, polygons. Write down the subtopic, polygons. So, Buddha, there are some few conditions should be satisfied in order to become a polygon. Okay, let's write down, Buddha. Let's write down. In a polygon, number one, it should be a closed rectilinear plane figure. Closed rectilinear plane figure. All right, let's write down, then we shall discuss one. Number two, two sides are only intersected. Two sides are only intersected on a vertex. We shall discuss first, right? On a vertex. The two sides are only intersected කියනවට වැඩිය මේ only meets කියලා දාන්න. intersected කියලා දැම්මොත් පොඩ්ඩක් පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. only meets. Two sides are only meet on a vertex, right? There are no intersecting lines. I will explain first, right? There are no intersecting sides. Uda. Okay. Right. Okay, let me explain. If I get a general polygon, general polygon එකක්. Right, this is a polygon, right? Right. So here you can see this is a closed rectilinear plane figure. Two sides are only on a vertex. Puta, these are vertices. Vertices. These are vertices. You can see only two sides are meet on the vertex, right? These are vertices. You can understand these are vertices, right? So if I tell here A, here B, here C, here D, right? So tell me, what are the vertices? What are the vertices? Point A, B, C, D. These are vertices, right? These are vertices. You can understand it, right? This is the internal area. Internal region of the polygon. This is the exterior region of the polygon. Note it down. Exterior region of the polygon. So there should be three conditions in order to become a polygon. Right? Then what is the first condition? It should be a closed rectilinear plane figure. It should be a closed plane figure but it should be drawn by using only straight line segments. That is the first condition. Second condition is on a vertex, only two sides should be meet on a vertex. Right. Third condition is there are no any intersecting sides නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම තියෙන්න බෑ. මේ බලන්න. හරි. බලන්න පුතේ. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is this a polygon? Is this a polygon? It should be a closed rectilinear plane figure. Okay, it's a closed rectilinear plane figure. But here you can see this is a vertex point. මේ vertex point එකේ හම්බ වෙනවා 1 2 3 4 sides. Not only two sides. Because of that it is not a polygon because it violates the second condition. Right? හරි. දැන් මෙයා බලන්න. Is this a polygon? It should be a closed rectilinear plane figure. Okay. Two sides are only meets on a vertex. බෑනේ පුතේ මේ vertex එකේ 1 2 3 4 four sides ඉන්නවා. ඒතර there are no intersecting sides. මේ බලන්න මේ side එකයි මේ side එකයි intersect වෙනවා. හරි? Right? Right. අර intersect වෙලා මේ හැදෙන point එකක් හැදුනට කමක් නැහැ. මෙහෙම යන්න බෑ. Right? So these are not polygons. Right? These are not polygons. Right. Okay. So then what are the polygons? What is the first polygon that we can draw? So as I told you, Buddha, by using just two straight line segments, we can draw a polygon. We can draw a closed plane figure. At least we need three. Triangle. So this is the first polygon that you can draw. Then by using four straight line segments, right? By using four straight line segments, I can draw a rectilinear closed plane figure. So this is the triangle. On the first polygon, a triangle. Second polygon is what is the quadrilateral? We call it quadrilateral. Again, polygon which has four sides. Then five sides. Five sides, then a pentagon. So this is a pentagon. Five sides, pentagon. Then hexagon. Then hexagon. Right? This is the pentagon. Then hexagon, six sides. These are the polygons. So you can understand all these polygons, they satisfy these three conditions. It should be a closed rectilinear plane figure. Yes. Two sides. මේ vertex එක two sides විතරයි හම්බෙන්නේ. Two sides විතරයි හම්බෙන්නේ. Two sides විතරයි හම්බෙන්නේ. Right. There are no any intersecting sides නෑ. මෙන්න මේ වගේ ඒවා නැහැ. Right. So these are polygons. Turn on the chat. Can you understand what do you mean by polygons? Can you understand what do you mean by polygons? Do you have any problems? Okay, off the shot. Bonisha. Turn on the mic for Bonisha. Yes, Bonisha. What's the problem?
Sir, in
Yes.
the first picture you drawn, in that AD vertices, the middle point, is it a vertex too?
Yeah. You just put E here.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Can you understand what you mean by polygon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these are the polygons. So in a vertex point, it should meet only two sides. In a vertex point only meets two sides, and there are no any intersecting lines like that. And also, it should be a closed rectilinear plane figure. That means that should be a closed plane figure which is only consist of straight line segments. Triangle, then the quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. You got it right? Okay, Vanisha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write down the subtopic triangle. We shall deeply discuss about the triangles in this lesson, Pudha. Write down triangles. Triangles. Pudha, we can categorize triangles according to different features. Hurry. According to the nature of sides, I can categorize them. According to the magnitude, according to the nature of sides. Let's write down. According to nature of sides. පාදවල ස්වභාවය මත මට ත්‍රිකෝණ වර්ගීකරණය කරන්න පුළුවන්, classify කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? Right. There are three types. There are three types. The first one is equilateral triangles. The first one is equilateral triangles. Equilateral triangles. Equilateral triangle. What do you mean by equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangles are the triangles which is length of all the sides are equal to each other. If I say this vertex as A, this vertex as B, this vertex as C, so Buddha, in equilateral triangle, length of the AB is equal to length of the BC equal to length of the CA. This then මේ side එක I can name this side. මේ බලන්න මේ side එක AB කියලා name කරන්න පුළුවන්. or BA also I can say. This side BC or CB. This side AC or CA. In an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal in length, Pudha. AB equal to BC equal to CA. That is what I have denoted by using just only one. Make a පොඩි ඉරක් ගහලා තියෙන්නේ මේ තුන් දෙනාම එකිනෙකට සමානයි. Right? So write down all sides are equal in length. All sides are equal in length. All sides are equal in length. Put a number two. Number two. Isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Isosceles Right. What do you mean by isosceles triangles? Isosceles triangles means the triangles which are only two sides are equal. Only two sides are equal. Such type of triangles we call them as isosceles triangles. In equilateral triangles, all sides are equal in length. In isosceles triangles, only two sides of them out of the three are equal in length. Right. So write down. So here, let's write down. According to this triangle, we can say length of AB is equal to AC. So what are the isosceles triangles? Right? Only two sides. Only two sides of the triangle are equal. Right. Third one, Puta. Third one is Puta, scaling triangles. What do you mean by scaling triangles? Scaling triangle means Puta, the triangles which is all the sides are not equal to each other. අපි කියන මේකට විෂමපාද ත්‍රිකෝණ කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ මේ sides තුන lengths තුනක්. හරි. You have to understand that. Then, for example, this equilateral triangle එකේ මම ගත්තොත් එහෙම දැන් here it is 5 centimeter කියලා මම ගත්තොත් මේ all are 5 centimeter. All sides should be 5 centimeter. For example, so these all are 5 centimeters. හරිද? Isosceles triangle ගත්තොත් දැන් මම මේක 6 centimeter නම් මෙහා 6 centimeter. But this is another value. හරි? මේක අපි 5 කියමුකෝ. That is isosceles triangle. A scalene triangle means all sides of the triangles are not equal to each other. Maybe this is 6, this is 8, maybe this is 7 or something. You have to understand, right? Right. So the scalene triangles, all sides are different in length. All sides are different in length. Right. So you have to understand the first classification of triangles. I can classify the triangles according to the nature of the sides. If all sides of a triangle is equal to each other, such triangles we call them as equilateral triangles. If only two sides of the triangle are equal to each other, we call such triangles as isosceles triangles. If all sides are different to each other, we call such triangles as scalene triangles. Turn on the chat. Can you understand this? Yes or no? No, you have to take down the note, Puta. You have to take down the note. You have to understand and you have to be creative and prepare your note very neatly and very clearly. Okay? Off the shot. Off the shot. Right? All right. We shall go to some questions. Number one in the tute. For the question number one, there are some triangles are given. Okay, put number one in your notebook. Hurry. Hurry up. Hurry up. And draw the figures. Identify the equilateral triangles, isosceles triangles. For example, here, if I take the first triangle, first triangle like a 4, 5, 6. All sides. Then make it in all sides. Then first triangle like all sides are different to each other. Because of that, it is a scalene triangle. So put number one here. All right. Likewise, complete the question. I'm giving you just only 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, complete the question. All right. Make your speed of the writing. හදාගන්න එපා ඉතින් මම ඉඳලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ එකම තැන හැමදාම. හරිද? Right. Let's see the second one, Buddha. Second one we can see here it is 7, 9 centimeters, 8 centimeters. All are different in length. Because of that, it is also a isosceles, sorry, scalene triangle. Third one, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. All lengths are equal to each other. Because of that, it is a equilateral triangle. Number 4, you can see these two sides are equal. Two sides of the triangle are equal. Because of that, it is a isosceles triangle. Number 5, here you can see two sides of triangles are equal, right? 11 and 11. Because of that, it is a isosceles triangle. It is a isosceles triangle. Here you can see all sides of the triangle is equal. Because of that, it is a equilateral triangle. Number 7, you can see only two sides of the triangle are equal. Because of that, it is a isosceles triangle. Here all sides of the triangle is equal. Because of that, it is a equilateral triangle. Here you can see all in 9, all lengths are different to each other. Because of that, it is a scalene triangle. Number 10, you can see only two sides of the triangle are equal. Because of that, it is a isosceles triangle. Number 11, you can see all sides of the triangle are equal to each other. Because of that, it is a equilateral triangle. Here all lengths are different to each other. Because of that, it is a scalene triangle. So here it is 12. Turn on the chat. Can you understand this? Can you understand this, Buddha? Okay, nice. Okay, right off the shot. Right. We shall go to the question number 2. If you have any problems, I think you don't have any problems here, right? Right. Number 2. Right. Number 2. Let's do the put number 2 here. Don't write the question. We don't need to write the question. Right? Just draw the triangle. All right. In order to become a isosceles triangle, මේ isosceles triangle එකක් වෙන්න නම් AC වෙන්න පුළුවන්. What are the lengths that can be for AC? AC 11 වුණොත් these two sides are equal, it is isosceles. AC 12 වුණොත් these two sides are equal, it is isosceles. Because of that, AC can be 11 centimeters, then it is isosceles, or it can be 12 centimeters, it is also isosceles triangle. Can understand, right? Okay. We shall go to the third question, right? Write down number 3. All right. Write down number 3. So in order to become that triangle an isosceles triangle, what is the length that QR can be? If it is 13 centimeters, it is an isosceles triangle. The two sides are equal. If it is 15, that two sides are equal. Right. This is a scalene triangle. If the length of the AC is a whole number between AB and BC, write down the possible values for AC. Puta, it says this is a scalene triangle. That means all the lengths should be different to each other. And also it says the length of the AC is in between AB and BC. Again, 7 ui 10 ui in between value එකක්. ඒතර 7 ui 10 ui in between value මොනවද? ඒක whole number එකක් වෙන්නත් ඕන. එහෙනම් මේ 7 to 10 ඉන්න whole number values මොනවද? ඒ දෙන්න අතර ඉන්න 8 and 9, right? Turn on the chat, correct to the board. Can you understand? Can you understand? Okay, of the shell. පුතේ අහන්න බලන්නකෝ හරිද? It should be a scalene triangle. That means these lengths should be different to each other. It says length of AC is in between lengths of AB and BC. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ 7 10 7යි 10යි අතර වැලියු එකක් වෙන්න ඕන හැබැයි හෝල් නම්බර් එකක්. ඒතර 7 to 7යි 10යි අතර තියෙන වැලියුස් මොනවද? 8 9 නේ. 7 8 9 10. ඒතර දෙන්න අතර ඉන්නේ 8 9 නේ. බැරිද ඒවා? දැන් counting numbers එහෙම දන්නේ නැද්ද? whole numbers දන්නේ නැද්ද? දැන් මේ ගියේ නැද්ද primary? 7 8 9 10 කොහොමද මේ? ඒක දන්න 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 ඒවා දන්නේ නැද්ද? හරි. ඒතර 7 උයි 10 උයි in between values වෙන්නේ 8 and 9 නේ. Actually babu. Right. Can understand, right? Okay. Right. Okay, before I move into the next question, let me explain about the classes. So I would like to invite your parents, if they are a little bit far away from you, just invite them to come near you, all right? Okay. So these are my grade 7 English medium students. Puta, apart from the school education, normally we intend to go for tuition classes to gain more knowledge, right? And to gain more knowledge and more experience for the subjects. That's very usual and that's very common from all the time, from all times up to now. It's very normal. So Buddha, in nowadays, right, if you want to go for a tuition class, there are two options: physical and online. Physical means you have to physically appear on a classroom and you have to learn. Online class means at home you can learn. This is an online class. This is an interactive online class. You can interact with me and you can learn, and there are so many things I will explain. So if we are talking about a physical class, you have to go to the class and you have to come back home. You have to travel. As you are very small students, your parents also must go with you to the class and they also go to then sometimes you are spending like 2 hours for the road to go to the class, maybe to come back to the class another 2 hours because of the road traffic and different things. So you can understand you are wasting like 4 hours on the road. Not only you, maybe your parents, your guardians, everybody. So like if it is 4 days, you are like wasting 16 hours for no purpose, just for the road. Maybe it varies according to the person to person, it varies. In my class, you can understand, you don't need to go anywhere, right? So I'm conducting live classes. So in my live classes, you can interact with me and learn. If you miss the live class, you can come to the repeat class. Repeat means another Zoom. This is a timetable. Our live class is from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Repeat. If you miss the live class, you can come to the repeat. That means the නැවත විකාශනය අර live class එකම repeat වෙනවා Thursday 7 to 8:30 like මේ වගේම repeat වෙනවා. If you miss that as well, you can watch the class recordings from my website anytime that you want, any number of turns that you want. Let's go to the web. So I have prepared, right, very advanced, very effective website for my students. isharamadushan.lk. After you come to our classes, you have to create an account here. After the creation of the account, for example, then you can log into your account, right? All things happens after you come to the classes, so don't worry about this. So when you go to your class, after you go to your class, if you have, after you paid the class fee, you will be able to go to this. Right? For example, if you have paid the class fee for the June month, then so if you click that, you can see all the class recordings of the class, and also here there is a special tute answers. I shall explain what do you mean by this special tute later. So go to the other recordings. For example, just go for a recording. The decimals, then you must have decimals karaddi එක recording එක බලන්න. Right. So you can understand it's like Netflix. You all know about the Netflix, not the parents, students. You all know about the Netflix. When you have a Netflix account, right? When you have paid for that, again, subscribe කරපුවාම ඔයාට ෆිල්ම් එකක් ඕන තරම් ඕන ෆිල්ම් එකක් බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ ඔයාගේ මාසෙට අදාළ ඔයාගේ රෙකෝඩින් එක ඔයාට ඕන ලාවක බලන්න පුළුවන්. Right. 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 The special factor is each and every month you will receive your tutorial to your home free of charge. Let me show the tutorial of the month of July. You can see tute number 7. Tute number 7 means the tutorial that is allocated for the month of 7th month of July. So here you can see, Puta, this tutorial is consist of length, area, and circle. And for example, all the things that I am doing in the class, tute එකෙත් වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන් ළමයින්ට. මම සමහරලාවට tute එකෙත් කරන්න tute එකේ අද දවසේ tute එකේ කරමු කියලාත් කියනවා. හරි no usually notebook එකේ අපි කරාට මේ. You can see, right? So after the end of the lesson, there is a special tute. After completion of the lesson, you have to do the textbook exercises and also complete the special tute as well. Our special tute answers you could see in my website. You could see that. Well, answers my area, next lesson. All the theory matters that I am teaching in the class, very properly organized. After completion, you have to do the textbook exercises and a special tute. Special tute answers on the website. Then circles, right? Special tute of the circles. Such type of a tutorial you would receive to your home each and every month free of charge for the students who are coming to my classes. So after the class payment, within maximum 4 days, 3 days, 1 day, 2 days, okay, 1 day, 2 working days, within 3 or 4 days, 4 days, you are receiving your tutorial to your home after the class payment. So you can understand, Buddha, that when you go for a physical class, you have to spend for the travel purpose as well. If you are going to the class, like from a three-wheeler, it's maybe 500 rupees. To come back, another 500, maybe 1,000. So 1,000 into 4,000. If the class fees is 1,000, the total cost is 5,000 rupees per month. But my class fee is just only 2,000 rupees. You can enjoy, you can enjoy all the benefits of here. You can use the website and you can watch the your class recordings. And also you can have the tutorial to your home free of charge each and every month, right? And also the educational qualification of the tutor is very important, I guess. As your parents, as your children's tutor, my GCE O-level examination result was 9S. My GCE A-level examination results, that was 3 years from math stream, and I have been graduated from University of Peradeniya as an electrical and electronic engineer. Okay. So what you have to do in order to continue our classes? For now, you have to do only to join the WhatsApp community that I am posting to your chat right now. Check your chat and make sure to click that and make sure to join the WhatsApp community. If there are some students maybe who can't find it, just they have to do only put a hi WhatsApp message to this number and you can gain your community group link. We will post each and every details, class payment details to that. Hi, then you will receive the automatical message that to select the grade, medium, right? Okay, if you want to continue our classes, you can come. Shall I go to the lesson, Pata? Right, okay. So here the number 4, right? We shall go to the number 5. We shall go to the number 5. Other factor. Proven results. We have proved the success of our classes, right? Through results. So here, go to charamadushan.lk after the class. I'm just talking to your parents. Go to the tab results. Then you can see all the all-level examination results of the past years and also the term test results. So for example, let me show the term test results of our students. Here. Here it is all-level results. Go term test results. Here you can see our term test results. පොදුවේ ඔක්කොම ස්කූල් එකත් එක්ක ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. So we have proved the success of our classes through results. There are so many. 90 වලට වඩා ගත්ත කට්ටිය ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා. Right. Okay. That's all about the classes. Right. Okay, let's go for the 5th one. Normally, apart from our normal class timetable, we will conduct some extra classes for the required months, right? So you should have to understand normal class timetable is that, but apart from that, I may conduct some extra classes in some months, right? Okay. As required. Okay, identify the triangles, types of triangles, examine their length. Alright, current bar. Then first one bar AB 4 centimeter, BC 5 centimeter, CA 6 centimeter. 4, 5, 6. Different to each other. So it is a scalene triangle, right? Likewise, do this 3 minutes then. Correct. Yeah, second one. 9, 10, 9. Two sides are equal. So it is an isosceles triangle, right? Five, 7, 8. Different to each other. Because of that, it is a scalene triangle. 12, 12, 14. Only two sides are equal. Because of that, it is a isosceles triangle. 9, 9, 9. That is an equilateral triangle. 12, 13, 10. Scalene triangle. 5.5, 7.5, 9.5 scalene triangle. පුතේ තව ටිකක් තියෙනවා ඒකේ. Fish. Eighth one. It's a scalene triangle. It's an isosceles triangle. Thirty, 40, 50. Scalene, ne? Could you understand? Puta, could you understand each and everything here? Do you have any problems? Put problem to the chat if you have any problems. Could you understand everything here? Okay. Puta, don't worry. We at the last week of this month, we will be discussing second term model papers, right? And make you prepare for the paper, and we shall discuss it. Hari. Then normally we are sending the term test papers to your home, but the problem is actually we were prepared to do the term test papers, send the term test papers to your home at next month, August. But suddenly schools they have intent to have the term test on the final week of the month of July in the most schools and the first week of the next month. Because of that, it's okay. We shall send the PDFs. But we shall send the PDFs for the model term test papers, and we shall discuss. Don't worry. We shall do a revision, put revision on the final week of this month. Right, 5. So our target is to start the third term in September, right? September, August, September, third term start. Yeah. Right. Okay, do this number 6. Then for the new students, because you might feel something like you don't have the tutorial with you. That is a problem. Then make a game mastery with Tevala. අපි පරණ බබාලා ගාව මේක තියෙනවා. ඒත් එයාලට ලේසි වැඩ කරන්න. දැන් ඔයාලට ඒක මේ මාසෙද හරියනවා. දැන් ඔයාලා රියුට් එක එනවනේ මේ. So do this perimeter. What do you mean by the perimeter? පුතා perimeter means total outer boundary distance of a closed plane figure. Total outer boundary distance. හරිද පුතේ? දැන් බලන්න perimeter of the triangle has been given. We need to find the PR. Right. So what is the total outer boundary distance? 12 plus 8 plus PR, right? 12 plus 8 plus PR is the perimeter. Total outer boundary distance, it has been given as 28. 12 plus 8, it is 20. So with that 20 plus PR, 20 plus PR, it is 28. With that, I need to make PR as the subject. PR was subject. This 20 is a disturb. So I subtract 20 from this side of the equation. If you subtract 20 from this side of the equation, definitely you need to subtract 20 from other side of the equation according to the axioms. So this 20 and this minus 20 cancels off. Again, 20 minus 20 0. PR plus 0 PR. 28 minus 20, it is 8. So PR should be 8 centimeters. PR should be 8 centimeters. Now you can see, Buddha, this triangle is something like this, no? This is 8 centimeters. This is 8 centimeters. And this is 12 centimeters. Two sides of the triangle are equal. Because of that, this is a isosceles triangle. This is a isosceles triangle. Putha, we shall go to the seventh problem. Seventh problem. Turn on the chat. Put done to the chat if you have already done this. Of it. Who has problems? Nahala. Nahala. Nahala, what's the problem?
Sir, I couldn't understand how we found the length for the triangle.
Yeah. Putha, what is the perimeter? Perimeter means total outer boundary distance of a closed plane figure. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So the total outer boundary distance is 12 plus 8 plus this length. I shall say this length as PR, okay? Puthe. Puthe.
Yes, sir.
Can you understand? Total outer boundary distance 12 plus 8 plus PR.
Yes, sir.
So 12 plus 8 plus PR is the perimeter. The perimeter has been given. It is 28. Right? හරිද? කියන්න පුතේ. Nahala,
Yes, sir.
can you understand?
Yes,
Total
sir.
of 12 plus 8 plus PR is 28. 12 plus 8, 20. So 20 plus PR, 28. I need to make PR as the subject. That means I want to isolate PR. In order to isolate PR, this 20 is a problem. So I need to eliminate this 20. In order to eliminate this 20 from this side of the equation, I subtract 20 from this side of the equation. If you subtract 20 from one side of the equation, you have to subtract 20 from other side of the equation. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So 20 minus 20, 0 ni. PR plus 0, PR. Can you understand it?
Yes, sir.
28 minus 28. So PR should be 8. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Pata. We shall go to the next problem. Here, let's see. Perimeter of the triangle is 45 centimeters. Find the length of the triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. We are given all sides of the triangle is equal to each other. That means you have to understand. So xy, the length xy is equal to length yz equal to length zx. මේ lengths ඔක්කොම එකිනෙකට equal. හරි. මේ ඔක්කොගේම length එක මම simple x කියලා හිතනවා. මම algebraic term එකක් දානවා. I shall say simple x. Here simple x, simple x, simple x. Right. So what is the perimeter of this triangle? Perimeter is 45 centimeters. Perimeter means total outer boundary distance. X plus x plus x. X plus x plus x is 45. All are equal. Because of that, I shall say all are x, simple x. X plus x means 3x. Orange plus orange, 3 orange. X plus x, 3x. So 3x is equal 45. Now I want to make x as the subject. I want to find x. In order to find x, this 3 is a disturb. It's a problem. I want to eliminate this 3. In order to eliminate this 3, I divide this side by 3. If you divide this side of the equation by 3, you have to divide the other side of the equation by 3. And 3 x 1 into x over 1, it's x. How many 3s for 45? 45 divided by 3. 45 divided by 3. Alright, how many 3s for 4? 1. 3 into 1, 3. 4 minus 3, 1. Download this 5. How many 3s for 15? 5. 3 into 5, 15. 15 minus 15, 0. Answer is 15. So x should be 15 centimeters. X means is x, y, y, z, y. So all are 15 centimeters. Turn on the chat. Can you understand? of the show. Eighth one. Okay. Let's see this figure. So it has been given two pieces of straight lines, two pieces of straight line, two pieces of straight lines කියලා කියන්නේ මේ lens එකිනෙකට equal කියලා යෝයි කියන්නේ පුතේ. තේරෙනවද? You have to understand. හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් if I tell this is as x, this is also x, this is also x. හරි. So what are the isosceles triangles? You can see in this triangle two sides are equal. So QRP, triangle QRP is an isosceles triangle. Then me QRP කියන එක ඕනම් PRQ, RQP. එහෙම ඕන එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. වාට ඕනම් QPR හරි. නැත්නම් PRQ නැත්නම් RQP. එහෙම ඕන විදිහකින් නම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මේ අකුරු මාරුනා කියලා. What about this, Puta? This is also an isosceles triangle because two sides of this triangle is equal. PRS. So triangle PRS. Can you understand? Can you understand? Yes or no? Tell me. Should it? Tell me. Okay. Okay. Noted. Who's that? What's the name? What's the name of her? What name? Yeah, who's that? Savindya, I have noted that. Right. Okay. So my dear new students, so tell me how you felt about the class, about the today session, and my all chuti students. How was it? Could you understand each and everything I taught you so far from this lesson? Okay. Got it? All right. Okay. So my chuti boys and chuti girls, we shall meet you. We shall meet on the next day. I shall meet you on next week. And we will have some extra classes as well. I will tell you about it. Okay. See you. Bye. Okay, Buddha, take care. Next week again, the hambe boy.